Ever since Game of Thrones The Mountain revealed his incredible 10,000 calorie daily diet, doing a 10,000 calorie meal has become a sort of ritual of passage for YouTube stars. That's when we thought, hey, wait, we've got a YouTube star of our own, everyone's favorite Infographics lab rat, and since he's on the payroll, we can make him do whatever we want. So forget 10,000 calories in one meal, we're putting YouTube's most expendable writer on a 10K calorie diet for an entire week. Day 1. I'm excited for this challenge. I mean, I love eating. It's probably my favorite thing to do. In fact, I have to actively try to not eat just so I can stay in shape. This is literally the challenge I've been waiting for, and the challenge the girlfriend has probably liked the least. She told me that if I did this challenge, then it wouldn't be junk food. If I was going to try the Mountain's incredible diet, then I had better do it the same way he does, which means 10,000 calories of mostly healthy stuff and a whole lot of exercise. And you know what? I'm into it. I'm willing to give it a go, except there's a twist. Infographics is offering me another $200 incentive to put a quote fun spin end quote on the challenge for each additional mini challenge I undertake. There's 5 of these additional challenges, and I don't get to find out what they are until I open the envelope with each challenge inside it. For each one I manage to complete, I get an extra $200, which is a good thing because we did some calculations and this is gonna rake up one hell of a grocery bill. I mean, Infographics is footing the bill, I'm filing that under expenses, but still, it's going to be significant. We went to the grocery store yesterday and stocked up on beef, chicken, fish, a ton of pasta, milk, like 6 cartons of eggs, a literal pound of cheese. My 1-week cart looked like what we might go through in a month. What a delicious challenge ahead of me. Okay, so I figured I'd open one envelope a day, and the first one is simply replicate the Mountain's workout along with the diet. Sounds easy enough, I'll report it at the end of the day. End of day 1. Alright, I'm feeling, I don't know yet. Very full would be a good answer, but also my body's about ready to die from replicating the Mountain's workout. I guess it makes sense, you can't eat as much as this and not get crazy fat unless you're exercising and putting all those calories to use. So for breakfast I had 8 eggs, a bowl of oats, like 2 bushes worth of strawberries, blueberries, and avocados, and then it was off to a local CrossFit place to start the Mountain's workout. In case you haven't heard of CrossFit, and none of your friends do it because if they did, they'd be talking about it constantly and never shut up about how awesome it is. Basically, CrossFit's a lifestyle choice. I'm not kidding, that's literally what trainers say the moment you step through the door. You do a lot of strength and aerobic training, lose a bunch of weight, and get real strong. But you do it doing things like hitting tires with hammers or dragging tires around or flipping tires over and over again and again and again. Yeah, it's a lot of tire stuff. Though my personal favorite at this local CrossFit place, literally dragging a ship's anchor behind you as you sprint. I guess since we're so close to the beach, it's just keeping on theme. At least it's not a tire. Just kidding, they do that too. I mean, there's regular exercises too, like weight benches and free weights and stuff, but CrossFit, or at least CrossFit in LA, loves to improvise. So instead of a 50-pound weight, you throw around a giant industrial fire extinguisher. It's, well, I guess it's certainly more interesting than a normal workout when you're improvising everything you're lifting, dragging, or pushing. I should have probably taken notes, but I was so exhausted I would have completely forgotten to, but basically I feel I did every variation of every exercise known to man. And if this is how the Mountain trains, wow, no wonder he's a contender for World's Strongest Man. In order to stay on diet, I had to stop in the middle of the exercise and eat a ton of nuts and berries, more juicy calories down the gullet to fuel my Superman workout. When it was finally time for lunch, I had a ton of protein powder with full-fat milk, chicken pasta that I had meal prepped the day before, and copious amounts of yogurt. Honestly, I'm not sure how I'm keeping it all down, especially when half an hour later I was back to hurling heavy ropes around and flipping tires over for hours on end. By the time night came, I definitely earned an extra $200. Let me put it this way, the Mountain is the Mountain for a reason. The dude's a beast, and if you want to replicate his workout, maybe don't dive straight into it the way I did. I'm not sure I'll be able to get out of bed tomorrow. I feel a lot of sore muscles coming on. Day 2. I was right. I could barely move today. I effectively annihilated every muscle in my body yesterday, but the challenge must go on, and luckily eating doesn't require much exercise. I decided I could definitely do another challenge as long as it wasn't physical, and luckily for me this challenge was to eat 10,000 calories of vegetables and fruits. Wait, sorry, did I say lucky? I meant, you know what, it's not a word I'm allowed to say on YouTube because we'll get demonetized. You know what's better than the 5 to 7 servings of fruit and veggies you're supposed to get a day? 30 extra large servings, which is what me and the girlfriend very roughly estimated would take to accomplish 10,000 calories in one day. Okra, carrots, squash, oranges, beans of all sorts, corn. I think I ate every vegetable and/or fruit known to man today. Honestly, the simplest thing to do was to go to the store and buy like 5 cans of Bush's baked beans. Those things weigh in at 150 calories per half a cup a serving, and you can pack a lot of servings into one of those restaurant-sized cans. Also, I fried every vegetable I could, though the girlfriend made me use olive oil, so that cut down on the calories. I even tried frying some of the fruit, just out of sheer eating boredom, but that was a terrible idea. I literally ate all day, because to get 10,000 calories worth of vegetables and fruits, you have to really beat the clock. Day 3. Okay, my body isn't quite as dead as it was yesterday, and I can move without every muscle screaming at me to get back into bed. I'm legitimately starting to dread breakfast. It's kind of become a chore. I have to figure out how to hit 10,000 calories every single day, so I have to break it down by meal, and I really hate math. Thankfully, eggs are pretty full of calories, so I whipped up a 6-egg omelet with all the fixins, and I do mean all the fixins, and then scarfed it down with 4 pieces of heavily buttered toast and chocolate milk. And that was like 1,500 calories right there. New day, new mini challenge. I opened up my envelope for the day, and my new challenge was eat 10,000 calories of bacon. Okay, I should have probably opened the envelope before having my first meal of the day, so I'm gonna have to eat an extra 1,500 calories today. So here's a surprise, I did some bacon research before heading off to the grocery store and discovered that baking bacon actually makes it have more calories than frying it in a pan. If someone can explain the science of that, I'm listening. Alright, so 1 slice of bacon is 43 calories, give or take, which meant I had to eat a whopping 233 slices throughout the day to hit 10 calories. That's a lot of bacon. And it was a lot of frying. Except I went with baking the bacon instead because A, it was easier and faster to cook dozens of slices at a time that way, and B, it has a higher calorie count than pan frying. I didn't just sit down and eat this mountain of bacon all at one go, of course. That would be insane. I just ate strips throughout my entire day. Literally all day long I was snacking on strips of bacon because that's how much bacon it takes to eat 10,000 calories. The girlfriend was terrified about the salt content, and she's probably right to worry, so I drank a ton of water too so that it would help flush it out of my system. Whether that was good enough or not, I suspect I'll find out in a week or two when the real health implications of all this are made apparent. Day 4. Okay, day 4. Only this time I opened the challenge envelope before I ate breakfast, which was a good call. Today I had to eat 10,000 calories of only liquid foods, and the challenge came with a ton of suggestions on what to drink because I think Infographics is as concerned about the salt content of all the bacon I ate on the previous day as the girlfriend was. Basically, today I'm not allowed an ounce of salt, and the girlfriend was there to make sure that this rule was enforced. Also, everything had to be liquid. I took out our juicer and prepared it early in the morning for what would probably be the hardest day of its life. So what did I eat? Fruit smoothies, vegetable smoothies, a whole lot of weight gain workout powders, which all taste disgusting. Honestly, today was the easiest day so far of eating 10,000 calories. The juices definitely went through me faster than solid food. Although it was by far the worst tasting day. Workout protein powders are like the best way to drink your way to 10 calories, but they all taste like elephant ass. How is it that we can put men on the moon, but we can't make protein shakes taste good? Day 5. Alright, Infographics definitely saved the best for last. But before I tell you about my 5th mini challenge, let me talk to you about your toilet. Your toilet is your friend. It's there when you're happy, it's there when you're sad. It literally takes all your crap and never complains, flushing it away and out of your life. You know what happens when you eat 10,000 calories a day for a whole week? Your toilet starts to not be your friend anymore. Your toilet gets tired of taking your crap. Again, literally. Your toilet breaks down. I imagine that the reason for this is obvious in most of you, our dear viewers' minds. 10,000 calories that get put into your body have to come back out somehow, and that's put a hell of a strain on our simple suburban toilet. I imagine that the Mountain and other mega athletes on these super diets must have industrial toilets especially built to handle the load. I went ahead and added the cost of a plumber to my expense report for the infographics. Their dumb challenge idea, their plumber bill as far as I'm concerned. Also, I swear I heard the plumber whisper a prayer before shutting the door behind him in the bathroom. So, mini challenge, not gonna lie, probably one of my favorites ever. Today I had to eat 10,000 calories of desserts. Yes, desserts, literally my favorite thing in the entire world. I was like a kid on Christmas morning, rushing to the grocery store to purchase any and every type of cake, cream puff, and muffin they had available. The girlfriend, of course, was not nearly so thrilled about all this, but this was my challenge and I was determined to complete it. I promised to buy her something nice with the extra $200. Or I would have, if I could have completed it. Listen, eating all the cake and sweets you can stuff in your mouth sounds easy until you realize just how much 10,000 calories really is. Also, the sugar content is insane, and by the time I had wolfed down a lemon meringue pie and a chocolate cheesecake and an entire sheet of cinnamon rolls, I was ready to have a diabetic coma. I managed to power my way through a coconut cream pie and another cheesecake before I had to call it quits. By our approximation, I hit 8,000 calories but simply couldn't stomach 2,000 more. Honestly, I think it's all that fat and sugar content, or maybe my body just can't handle extreme amounts of food anymore. Either way, I had to fight not to vomit everything I'd eaten over the course of the day up, and ultimately, I put up my white flag and declared defeat. I didn't quite make it, but I did finish 4 out of 5 mini challenges and got to experience the insanity of a super diet. Also, I ate our entire month's grocery shopping in just 1 week, and I'm pretty sure I can't ever speak to our plumber. Now it's time to take it easy and work off the 4 pounds I gained in just this 1 week. The girlfriend is picking the menu for the rest of the month, and she promised plenty of fruits and veggies to fix all the damage this diet did on my body, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Ready for more weird food challenges? Check out I Drank Only Soda for a month and this is what happened, or click this other video instead.